guys, this is actually going to be the first video of this channel, Firm Talks, and in this first video we're going to talk about 6 things that do not allow you to grow as a man, as a person, right? So the first thing actually I'm actually eating. The first thing is that you still live with your parents. So basically, when you live with your parents, you are like yourself. You're like allowing other people, like your parents, to live, and like, I mean, not to live, but like that they take care of you. That they do not. I mean, even that you kind of feel, you might not believe it. They do not allow you to grow. Why? Because your mom or your dad might do groceries. They cook for you. They do laundry for you, and this kind of stuff do not allow yourself to grow as a man, right? Because those are things that you should, at some point, you should start doing by yourself, right? And that's this is actually the first one. The second one is related to sport, right? So doing sport after school or after your job is extremely important, because when you do sport and you do like strength and like really physical sport, and I mean by sport I don't just mean just going to the gym. I mean also going to, for example, do some kind of sport, like for example water polo or swimming, or you know, these kind of exercises that allow you to become stronger, right? And that's extremely important. The third thing might be a lot of people might be maybe against this fact is that the third thing is that you're obsessed or you play a lot of video games. Because when you play video games, you're actually, it's just like, it's empty games, it's like empty pictures, because you're like allowing not other, like you're like improving a character, or something is happening, right? But you're like actually not living it, because it's just a stupid game. Like it's not, you're improving like a character in a game that actually is not yourself, it's not you, right? And why don't you, instead of becoming better in a game, why don't you take that time and you spend it in yourself into becoming a better you, a better person, a better human being? That's actually the third thing that do not allow you to grow as a man, as a person. Fourth, it's regarding porn. And I have people that I know that, I mean, it's like kind of taboo topic, but if you watch porn, this also blocks you. It blocks you as a it's just like cheap dopamine, because like you're not like by masturbating and watching porn, and not only porn, like there's also a concept called soft porn, because like especially nowadays where you can find like half naked women or like naked women almost everywhere. Like you just open Instagram or like TikTok and you see girls that are like women that they are like half naked, and that actually provokes you the feeling of like, you know, just doing some like and that's all, right? And that actually is bad, because it makes you harder to believe, like if you to meet someone, right? To have a partner, that like by doing that you're actually like provoking like mentally on your brain, saying that you don't need a woman because you already have the phone, you already have those pixels on the phone that just substitute the human person, the human being, of like having someone next to you as another person in your life, someone to share. And I mean, it doesn't really just matter. I mean, it doesn't even matter to be just a girl. It can also be a guy, right? But that's the feeling. That's the sense I wanted to transmit in here. That was the fourth, right? The fifth is actually quite quite interesting, since it's kind of related to, like, not an addiction, but something. I mean, it would be an addiction actually if we call it that, and it's drugs, or like alcohol, or like tobacco, like especially alcohol, right? Because like a lot of people, especially like young people or even old people, they just like wait until the weekend, right? To just go to bars and clubs and get wasted and get drunk. That's why I have for a while I had this this thought, this believing that just like by taking 1 or 2 beers, just one, maximum 2, when I go out, that allows me to the next day work, function, right? And this is super important, because if you just go with your friends and just like copy them because they get stupidly drunk, and then you just go forward and just go with that, and next day you don't work, that's actually like, I mean, it's not addiction, but like it's really bad actually, because it's like, again, it's like you're happy for some time, especially with drugs, like getting high like all the time. That does not allow you to grow as a person. Or like, if you're a guy, if you're looking, this is a guy, but you might be, I don't know. That's one of the key things actually to, yeah, I mean, you shouldn't get wasted or taking alcohol and getting super drunk. You're just not gonna work next day, you know? Yeah. And the last one, the 6th, is actually going to bed late. So by not, and this can be also more like as a, I mean, it can be like understood as a basic idea of like going late to sleep, and not like, if you're from 10 to 12 you're working on this, from 8 to 12 you're working on that, just because this is on your schedule. That's something maybe we're going to talk about that in another video that I will link somewhere. But this might be it is bad, right? Because like if you're saying, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep at 10, and then eventually you go to sleep at 11, then next day if you like don't sleep 7 to 8 hours and you sleep less, then you're gonna, it's just like you're not being like serious and firm with yourself, right? Because you're not saying, okay, I'm gonna wake up at this time, and then you just wake up late. That's, I mean, it's not an addiction, but like waking up and going late to bed, it's also, it doesn't allow you to grow as a man. So that was it for this video, and thank you for watching.